Morning. There's got a tape measure. We didn't use a tape measure anyway. That might be the problem. So we're doing a fold. We've got a couple things we've got to do. There's two new cylinders that go right there on these snouts that flip up. Because, well, they can't flip as high anymore. Over here you can see what I'm talking about. They have hit right here. So we've got to swap these cylinders out, and then we're pretty well done. Other than bolting our last two paddles on. But this is as far as it bolts now. Those stops that we had to put on, I mean, that's it. She doesn't quite go down as far anymore. So hopefully this reel's worth it. I think it will be. Still see pretty good through there. Happy anniversary. Yes, we've been married 13 years. She is my wife. Someone asked if she was my sister once. Nope.
They also asked if I was your daughter. That was weird.
She is not my daughter. She's also not a kid. She's a big girl. Are you excited?
What?
To harvest corn and to eat lunch. Mostly for lunch.
Lunch, yeah.
She only hangs out with us for lunch. That's why you guys see her in the beginning of the videos and not in the end. Leaking? That's what I'm looking for. We can check the other side. You see with that new cylinder, we don't come up near as high and hit this shaft. So who the Bengals got Sunday?
They
don't play tomorrow or this week?
Oh yeah. It's Sunday night Chiefs. I was thinking it was Monday night. That's
in Cincy or road game. What's the prediction?
not to suck as bad as they did last Sunday.
You used to always say 129-6 or something like
They'll
that.
get there. They'll get there.
The confidence seems to be waning. If you look, you can see how out of line the snouts are. We'll have to remedy that. We're kind of tipping the snouts up a little bit. That was Amos's recommendation. That's Amos, our gearing off rep. I guess I forgot to introduce him. So while Amos is here, he's going to show us how to disassemble one of these row units. We could probably figure it out, but they're all a little different. And since he's the rep and he's here, might as well figure it out from him. Oh, I need the tool.
Yeah, grab it.
Give me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper and make it fast because I'm in a hurry.
Say that on YouTube.
See, if Buford T. Justice had factor meals, he wouldn't have had to eat a Diablo sandwich or be in a hurry. Anybody catch the Smokey and the Bandit reference? So, like Mr. Buford T. Justice, I am in a hurry and I have a factor meal. We're getting ready to harvest corn today, so I do need to hurry up, and I can have sun-dried tomato chicken in 2 minutes. That is perfect for my schedule.
With zucchini.
It's not sun-dried tomato chicken?
It is with zucchini noodles.
With zucchini. So if you're someone that's in a hurry and you don't want a Diablo sandwich and you would like a delicious, nutritious factor meal, use code BFE50 to get 50% off your first order plus 20% off the next month's orders at factor75.com. There'll be a link in the description. Check that out. It's one of the things I love about Factor is it's also a very flexible meal service. For example, now that we're in harvest, I'm getting more factor meals delivered because, well, I'm always in a hurry. And this is way more nutritious than a fast food meal. So if you're someone who's always in a hurry, but you value good nutrition, and head over to factor75.com, use code BFE50 to get yourself 50% off your first order as well as 20% off your next month's orders. Can't help but thinking, if old Buford would have had this kind of nutrition, he would have caught the bandit.
So, should grind this earlier.
Okay.
That part's pretty slick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whole thing looks so.
Huh.
Oh, then you.
Oh, there's your chain hook.
There's
Or your deck plate.
Get your deck plate out of there,
Okay.
just like that.
Uh-huh.
Then this is, the holes are slotted here,
okay.
so we can
You
slide
can move
her
it in some.
a little bit. We can slide them in and out. They're set in the middle from the factory.
Okay.
I kind of like how I like that a lot better than previous.
Yes.
We had a Kloss head that, for whatever reason, every now and then it would eat a chain guard. Pretty often, actually.
Well, you've had
It was
that-
tweaked, remember?
They pulled out.
Remember that head was bent.
Well, we had one that kept eating rolls. One roll on the end, the splines,
Oh yeah.
2 year. Sprung, had been hit.
It's enough we still have some somewhere.
So what we do, these are made that way. So we have a left frame and a right frame, and the measurement is 12.5 inches from that point to the other
Other
side.
one, okay.
Yeah. And I mean, if you break a roll, the frame is sprung, whether it's the left or the right.
Oh.
But I saw a guy one day, they had a
So
half
you-
inch of washers jammed in there because they knew the frame was bent, but in order to keep running rather than replace the frame, it was an outside one.
So can you replace just the roll, or do you have to replace the frame? Like, does it come as one piece?
Oh no, you can get just the roll.
Okay.
So what do you do to get the roll off? Does it just slide off, take the end off, and then it just pull out?
If you take this shield off, take that bolt out, whole thing pulls out.
Now, how does it drive?
Splines?
Yeah, spline drive.
Is there a seal in it?
Nope. There is an O-ring in it.
Is it oil bathed, or
Yeah, fellas,
it filled with water?
they fill up with water.
No,
you
these
leave
don't.
set out. And they didn't believe me. I took one off. They said, take one off. New
Well, it
one
wasn't
set
the
out.
Capella, it was the Kloss head. It was a Capella
Same
roll.
thing.
Capella roll unit.
Same thing. And I said, hey, that thing's brand new and full of water. Oh, no.
No,
it ain't.
they won't.
Then it just eats them splines.
There's an O-ring in there to hold the grease in,
Well, that.
and they're designed to break if you hit something to protect the gearbox. It looks a lot like this one
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the gathering chain sprocket. And then if you hit something and they break, they'll shear off. And then a lot of times you got to take sometimes if you can't get them out with a magnet, then you have to drill and tap it, put a
Tap,
bolt
pull
in
it
it,
out.
and then it can pull it out.
We probably ought to grease all these. We haven't greased the rolls yet.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, well, I think so.
But anyway, I'm trying to think what we're doing here. You guys want to get to the field, right?
Well, I'd like to.
We got to beat all the neighbors around here. So we're doing one last thing before we take this thing to the field. We are bleeding some air out of these new hydraulic lines. Everything's working, it's just not going up and down as smooth. And Amos seems to think it's air in the lines. That's what we think as well. So, get that out. And I think we'll be ready to head to the field. Mrs. Brown is making us some pulled pork and mac and cheese, so I think we'll eat some lunch and see what we can make happen. What are those things?
Brussels sprouts. Pork pellets.
It's slaving in the kitchen for hours, I see. So we are pulling the Thunder Wagon out, put some fuel in this combine. We're going to start right here at the shop. We're only going to do one load, but basically we want to be able to, really just want to be able to see out in front of the shop. If something's going to break, we want to be right here by the shop. And then we're going to move to the field that we're actually going to harvest. All right. he must have realized that fuel fill's on the other side of this combine. Well, off the shuck horn we go. Kayla, look out. There's commandeering in this vehicle. You been day drinking?
That's yours.
Oh. Not from today. We're in a bad spot, Chief.
You're right.
Prepare. Like, I'm serious, I'm trying to do. We're not. Well, he's already stopped. That didn't take long. The golf cart has such a hitch and skinny up. I think I'm going to help it every time. Still dialing in that header control a little bit. Think about it, great time to see how much corn we're throwing out the chopper, and we are losing some. There's a kernel. There's the kernel. There's the kernel. To be expected to a point. Right there by your fancy gate.
This fancy. I like it.
You like your gate?
I do like it.
Big Creek Metalwork, folks. Check it out. That's who did our gate. Our header control is still kind of up and down a little bit. This is decal 6422. Should be a pretty good grouty corn, but I don't know. It's pretty bad right there for sure. Now I have no idea what the moisture is yet, and we don't have the yield monitor calibrated yet. So, before anyone asks, I don't know. Well, he's getting full. So it is 2:30. BJ just went to pick up his kid from school. Kayla went to get ours. And Dad's full, so I'll take this thing over there. So Amos is still riding around with Dad, helping him adjust that head and, you know, kind of find the running spot. But now Dad can't figure out how to unfold the auger. Not swing it out to unload. There's the tip of the auger swings back around to shorten the combine up, and he's having some issues. It's a setting in the monitor, but I haven't done it very much, and he can't remember, but he just got it. It's out now. It's still going out, but it's coming. There, he's got it. So this is kind of a shock, but according to these scales and the combine, this corn right here by the shop's running 231 wet and 217 dry. That's very surprising. I do not think that we will have much corn in that range. That's very surprising. I thought this was going to be one of our better fields, but I didn't think it'd be that. I thought it'd be like 200 bushels, so 17 bushel better than I thought it would be. Now the first farms that we're going to go harvest the whole fields and, you know, roll through like we're in full harvest mode, they will not be that good. It is going to be some very dry ground. This is a farm that we usually plant kind of early with the intentions of harvesting early because it's a landlord farm. We take it straight to town every year. I planted a 107-day corn there so it would dry down faster. It's extremely gravelly. I don't think it's going to be anything to write home about, but we'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong. That's one of the things I don't mind being wrong about. But I expect it to be 150 or lower. Apparently our head sight, which is our up and down control, makes the head basically adjust itself automatically and follow the contour of the ground. It's not working, so we're gonna try to get that figured out before we take off. Still working on the header height control. I don't know what's going on. We got some head sight issues. You ready for football practice?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run him to football, and then hopefully we can at least get a load today. I didn't expect to get a lot of corn harvested today. This is kind of how I thought it would go, but combine's working. Just getting everything to function in all ways that it's supposed to. So, a little bit of a summary on where we ended up today. We ended up doing 5 acres of corn. Like I said, I did not think we were going to do a lot. We really just wanted to make sure everything was going to work while we were at the shop. Mission accomplished. We found what didn't work. Our guidance does not work. We had a bad sensor there. So we've got that coming. Everything else in the combine's working. The combine is dialed in. While I was taking Dax to football, Dad dropped the chopper, or dropped a couple windrows, and he came up with 5 kernels in a square foot. But that's for the whole machine. That's windrowing the chopper, so that's everything coming out of the back of that combine is coming out right there. So pretty happy with that. That's pretty good. That will do. But tomorrow we will be running some corn in a different place. Oddly enough, this corn right here by the shop, like I said, we've done 5 acres. It's a 32 acre field. Right now it's averaging 209. I don't know that it's going to average 209. It may be better. I doubt it. It probably will be a little worse. It's around 20% moisture. That's what we think. We haven't taken a load to town. The cart is loaded. We'll take that load to town tomorrow, make sure our scales are accurate. They should be fine on the cart and our moisture is right. But thanks for watching, everybody. Do me a favor, thumbs up the video if you haven't. Let's get harvest started the right way. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of harvest. Drop us a comment, and we will see you guys in the next one. I hope everybody else is having a good, safe harvest. And oh yeah, happy anniversary, darling. Today's our anniversary. What a day to start harvest. 13 years.